3, 2, 1. Good evening, everybody. Welcome to our junior golf podcast. I'm your host, Ro Thompson. Man, I tell you, we got a special guest on the podcast tonight. And in just a few minutes, we're going to start the podcast. But before we do that, I did have one announcement I wanted to make. I wanted to say congratulations to all the juniors that received their invites to the MAC Champ Invitational in Houston, Texas. That's a part of the Cameron Champ Foundation. And so we're excited about those that received their invitations. And we're definitely looking forward to March, where you've got juniors that's going to be coming all across the country to compete in that event. So we're definitely excited about that. So without any further delay, I want to bring our special guest on tonight, a gentleman that pretty much needs no introduction. He runs the largest junior golf tour in the country. Let's give it up for none other than Mr. Mario Conte. Hey, Mario.
Hey guys, appreciate you having me on today. Thanks for the introduction.
Hey, you're welcome, man. It's great to have you on, man.
Yeah, I look forward to it.
Great. Well, listen, tell us a little bit about yourself and how you before we get into the tour, and tell us a little bit about yourself and how you got in the game of golf.
Yeah, so growing up, I grew up in Chicago, in one of the coldest cities in the country, and
True.
I started playing golf at about 8 years old, 7, 8 years old, and I really got serious into it about when I was 10, and I loved it. And the only thing that I regretted was that I wasn't able to play 12 months out of the year. So, once March hit, I was at the golf course every single day. I loved it. And I knew it was going to be a big part of my life. When I was 18, I was fortunate enough to move to Florida, where I went to school, played a little bit of golf, but, I knew that wasn't going to be my career path, was a professional golfer. And I knew that I was going to be in golf in some aspect. And fortunately, when I graduated from St. Leo University, a little bit north of Tampa, I was fortunate enough to start building the Hurricane Junior Golf Tour, which started in 2007. Wow. I'm fortunate for my junior golf days, playing in a million different tournaments and developing that passion at a very young age.
That's good. And so give us the backstory, Mario, about how you came up with this idea to start a junior golf tour and just make it so juniors can compete across the country.
Yeah, probably my biggest vision and passion was when, when I grew up, like I said, I didn't have, I was a good golfer, but I wasn't like, top 10%, top 5% standout where I was getting the big D1 offers and things like that. So I wanted to create a tour where kids would have national opportunities and have, the opportunity to play in all these events and not be excluded. Like when I was growing up, I was shut out of a lot of tournaments because I wasn't good enough to get in. And, when I was growing up, there just wasn't as many opportunities as there are now. Now it's like, they're everywhere, but I wanted to create a good quality tour that kids can play on, to bring it to them, to hopefully save, families the travel and the expense of, taking off work and bring them nationally ranked opportunities all over the country. And fortunately, 15 years later, we've been able to do that, with creating a pretty solid product across the country.
That's really good. And, one of the things that I like about your tour is that you don't have to qualify to get in the tournament. So when you sign up, you're in. Do you typically have a max limit on each age division?
Yeah, our membership is pretty spread out, and that's what I wanted to create when I created this tour, was just a lot of inclusion. We have kids from 8 years old that can barely break 120, all the way up to kids that are 18 years old that are signing D1 offers to go play at the top schools that are shooting in stroke average in the 60s. So that's the beauty about this tour, is that you could be a beginner or you could be an advanced player.
That's good. Well, congratulations on being across having this tour for 15 years. And in your opinion, what has caused the Hurricane Tour to be the biggest junior tour across the country?
I would say just from our mission, right, and our vision of bringing all these opportunities to as many different cities as possible. Focusing on inclusion, focusing on giving kids opportunities to play really high level golf course. I mean, we play some of the best golf course in the country. We're me and my team are really proud of the fact of the schedule that we can put together year in and year out, and especially a year like last year and this year. I mean, we had a lot of challenges, and I don't think golf is booming right now, right? And getting these quality venues are harder than ever. And we're really proud that we've been able to put out a schedule of 375 events around the country in times like these, to be able to give these kids opportunities to play on these high quality venues.
That's good. That's good. Really good. And what type of impact have you seen your tour make on a lot of the juniors across the country?
I would say the number one thing that we focus on, really what our tour is geared towards, is getting kids to play college golf, right?
Okay.
And the beauty about, is that we've held tens of thousands of kids and, millions and millions of dollars in scholarships to kids of all walks of life, right? From kids that are playing D1 golf, D2, D3, NAIA, you name it. And that's the beauty about golf, is that you don't have to go to that top end D1 school, or it's like, you're a bust, right? You could play D2, D3, NAIA. There's so many great opportunities. And that's what we want to showcase to these families and these kids, is like, there's so many different avenues to reach your dream. And I went to a small school in St. Leo, and I didn't want to go to a University of Florida or a South Florida, where I would have just been, I wouldn't have even had a chance to play. Mm-hmm. So, and really with the females too, with Title IX and, having all those opportunities, and we're really proud of our women on our tour, the numbers that have grown over the last few years. I mean, our average field sizes have grown tremendously, and given them so many opportunities to play college golf as well. So that's really what we focus on, is getting kids to be able to play at a college golf level.
Right. And receive those scholarships, right?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, that's what it's all about. I mean, golf is not a cheap sport, and, we realize that, and we want, that's why we try to bring so many opportunities right to the people in their cities, right? So they don't have to travel as much. They don't have to go through the stress of, did I qualify? Do I have enough points or rankings to get into these events? We come to you, you sign up, and you can expose yourself to these college coaches that are watching our tour on a daily basis. All of our 375 events.
Yeah, because you have the you have a connection to the Junior Golf Hub, right? Is that correct? Mm-hmm. Okay.
Yeah. Good. So the Junior Golf Hub is one of our biggest partners that we've had over the last few years, and they have a great platform, a great product that really exposes. They're like the LinkedIn of junior golf, right? So they help kids, get all their resumes and their stats, and they connect them with coaches. And that's been a tremendous help for us to get these kids as much exposure as possible. Our scholarship rate has gone up tremendously since we've signed on with them a few years ago.
Beautiful, beautiful. So talk to us a little bit about your membership, the cost, Mario, and some of the different options you have with the Hurricane Tour.
Yeah, so really to be a member with us is really more cost effective than ever. Our membership is $259, and what it does is, the main benefit of the membership is it saves a lot of money. If you're going to register for 3 events or more, most of our national average is kids will play 5 to 6 events with us per year, and after the 3rd event, it pretty much pays for itself, because you save on the non-member pricing. And we've released a whole new pricing platform that's never been done in junior golf before. Okay. What we call is variable pricing. So it's very similar to like what people know as dynamic pricing. So what we do is we price all of our events based on hundreds of different algorithms, based on history of the event, based on time of the year, based on time of purchase. So really, at the end of the day, the more in advance you sign up, the more you save. And we have tournaments starting as low as $129 right now. And if you sign up for events in July and August, you're going to save a lot of money by taking advantage of our available pricing, because the pricing goes up as it gets closer to the event.
Okay, that's good to know. So the earlier you register, the less it could be for you.
Oh yeah, you could save. I mean, if you're going to do 5 or 6 events a year, you'll save hundreds of dollars a year. I mean, probably would end up saving, for a full tournament entry by getting in 3, 4, 5 months ahead of time. So
Okay,
and
that's
most
really
of our
good.
events, we're seeing record level sellouts this year already. So we're encouraging people to sign up as early as possible to not only save money, but just get into the fields they want to play in.
Okay, that's good. That's good to know. So, so what else would you like the junior parents to know about the Hurricane tour?
I think I pretty much in a nutshell described, who we are and what we do. And,
Mhm.
me and my staff are very passionate about bringing as many opportunities. We have some of the best staff members that in golf, that take care of the families, develop these great relationships, really help these kids to where they want to go. Right. And we have, some college golfers that we hired that are tournament directors that just got out of college golf, young guys that can really relate with the kids. And, that's what our vision is all about is helping kids get to the next level and, focusing on inclusion and bringing as many opportunities to these areas as we possibly can. And, our website it's state of the art. It's very easy to navigate. It's HJGT.org. You can find all the information there for all of our events. We just released our summer schedule actually today. We're looking forward to an exciting year.
Yeah, one of the things I like about your website, Mario, is I can click on South Carolina, North Carolina, and Georgia, and then it'll pull up all the states in that particular section.
Yeah, I mean, with our schedule being so large, we had this map feature, and it's very easy to find events based on not only type of the event, invitationals, opens, what have you, but you also can click on areas as well.
That's really good. That's really good. So talk to us about what's included in the membership.
Yeah, so I mean, the biggest perk for the membership is like just getting access to the variable pricing. So that's the big thing, is saving money on tournaments. And then we have some other, tangible items. We partner with Sniper Golf. They're doing custom glove and some golf balls.
Okay.
And then we also have, we partner with a digital yardage book company. So, kids get access to a digital yardage book on their phones, which is, that's a big way that we differentiate ourselves from a lot of the other tours is our technology. So like at the events, every kid gets a cell phone and they're able to do live scoring, communicate with rules officials, and get all of their tournament information right from a cell phone that's locked down to only access to what's at the tournament. So you can't go on Instagram or Facebook or what have you. So a lot of really cool stuff that we do with our technology.
Right. And so the yardage books, they're on that phone, Mario?
Yeah. So like they automatically sync to the phone and, you'll be able to see, the hole. And, a lot of kids don't have the opportunity to play a practice round, right? Because they're in school on Friday or they're traveling.
True.
So
That's
been a big help. And again, we focused all of our efforts really on technology. We're almost a completely green tour. We don't really use any paper. Everything's digital, no printouts, nothing like that. So, we're proud of the technology and the kids love it as well.
That's good. That's good. And so before we get to our last question, what do you feel like, what do you feel like that are some of the unknowns about the Hurricane Tour? Anything that you'd like to address that people may have concerns about the tour, or anything that, you've heard in the past?
Yeah, I mean, it's some of the common things that we hear from parents when they call in, or like I talk to them at events, is like, I don't know if my kid's good enough, right?
Right.
And that's like, maybe with the stigma of being a national tour, they get what do you call it? Intimidated, right? And
yeah,
we get that a lot with the younger kids at 10, 11, and 12-year-olds. And we have specific divisions for them where we set up the yardage at appropriate ages, appropriate, numbers. But I would say one of the biggest things is, just kind of taking that leap and knowing that like, hey, we are a tour that focuses on, everybody, right? We don't discriminate. We don't turn people away because they can't break 100 or they can't break 120.
right.
We want to be the tour that helps them and teaches them. And most of the kids, we're proud that we develop most of these kids at, a very young age, 10 through 14, to be able to go on to play some of the biggest events in the country, the USGA events, and, some of these really big amateur events.
That's good. That's good. And so how can people follow you, like on the social media platforms and places like that?
Yeah, so I mean, we're everywhere. We're on Instagram, we're on Facebook, we're on Twitter. Just search HJGT or Hurricane Junior
Okay.
Golf. We're posting every day about something,
Yeah.
and then of course our website, which is hjgt.org, which has a plethora of information about our tour, junior golf, and other resources that you need.
That's good. That's good. And y'all do any type of rankings, Mario?
Yeah, so all of our events are ranked. That's probably one of the
Okay.
biggest draws for the players is,
Mhm.
their junior golf scoreboard ranked. Some of our events are Golf Week ranked. We get some of the state associations. I know you're in South Carolina.
Correct.
The SCJGA, we've had a great relationship with those guys for 15 years.
That's good.
And then the Tar Heel Junior Golf as well. So all of our events in those states receive those rankings. And, that's obviously a big part of why players play with us.
Good, good, good. Well, man, this has been very informational. We do have a couple of live guests that they may have a question or two, and we want to definitely thank you for your time, Mario. So let's open up the line.